Like the attention, girl, I know you. But you're everything I want in life. We're fighting danger like kung fu. Like the attention, girl, I know you.
ESTPs are often called promoters because of all the personality types. They are most skilled at the art of promoting. Promoting is the ability to present an idea, win support for the idea, and embolden others to follow. Promoters can broadcast whatever they please and with style. Nearly anyone and everyone can become putty in the presence of these wily and witty people. You can bet that ESTPs will be at the hottest show or the most exclusive club tonight. Always itching for a thrill, their place is center stage right where the action is. Though the mundane scene is hardly their speed, even mundane moments brim with bewitching energy from their theatrical bravado. Nothing whets their appetite more than life's luxuries of all kinds. Their only greater passion in the finer things in life may be living on the edge. Risks aren't daunting, they're exhilarating, a lifestyle to embrace. If you want sophisticated social charm, this is your lucky day. Promoters are the most smooth and refined on the social scene of all the personalities, with a wide social circle and just the right line on their lips for nearly every person they address. While a knack for just the right line may seem like a striking amount of empathy in promoters, it's often a shrewd ability to read even the smallest details in body language, expression, and tone of voice. No minute detail escapes their sharp eye. With knowledge of their audience, promoters easily steer the conversational tide as their whims tell them. They can make decisions quickly and confidently, lending them a cool head and ease of action in a crisis. But for all their social poise, ceremonies, societal customs, and moral delicacies hold very little interest to them, which could create a dark side to otherwise remarkable people skills. Nerves of steel and a do-whatever-works attitude, combined with little concern about justifying their actions, can give rise to a master manipulator. ESTPs can sell the customer at any cost if they so choose. Because promoters love sparring with Lady Luck, they can handle jobs others lack the courage for. They make smooth negotiators, arbitrators, troubleshooters, and lawyers, gutsy entrepreneurs, industrialists, and real estate developers, and charismatic sales promoters and show business producers. If a promoter lacks moral guidance, the career of choice may become con artist. These careers demand willingness to risk anything and everything to cut a deal, the ability to drive a hard bargain, and the dexterity to jumpstart a business scheme on a dime if need be. A company or country benefits when such gifts contribute to society. However, promoters tend to neglect boring details, technicalities, and customary follow-up. This impatience with crossing T's and dotting I's can sometimes overshadow their extraordinary strengths and could crash an enterprise that an ESTP strikes out to accomplish solo. But stable, orderly assistants to clean up the details complement the ESTP's ingenious business tactics and give the business a great shot at success. In marriage, ESTPs normally regard relationships as conditional. If they get what they want, they will make enchanting and generous spouses. Even so, lasting commitments and routine family duties don't excite them. Activities that do excite them take priority. Spouses may start to feel more like belongings than people. Any relationships in which tension or boredom outweigh pleasure will likely be deserted with little remorse. Promoters make lively and impulsive parents. Their children can often expect extravagant birthday parties, encouragement to join clubs and to try thrilling, even perilous activities, and the constant pressure to win. Weak, shy, or sensitive kids may receive more impatience than praise. promoter children are often popular and self-assured at an early age. Friends never tire of their limitless energy, stories, and excitement. Still, promoters may remain a mystery, using their wit as a wall against intimate conversations. Among their many companions are few truly close confidants. With the diplomacy iconic to children, ESTP kids may use their attention to detail to broadcast what they notice about others, which doesn't always endear them to more sensitive or private friends. They would greatly benefit to learn some discretion. School poses a challenge. A rigid and lecture-based style learning hardly satisfies promoters' hunger to act and create. Rules are made to be broken, they reason, and a reputation as the charming troublemaker often follows. Teacher's coming. Get away from the desk. ESTPs that do recognize education as a catalyst for opportunity and muster the patience for schoolwork will become a force to be reckoned with. When talking with ESTPs, cut straight to the point and be sure to support your point with facts. If you're trying to persuade a promoter, emphasize logic and calculated risks. Keep in mind they thrive on those risks. Don't underestimate their logical mindset. They may downplay their intelligence in everyday conversations, but don't assume that they lack it. Focus on tangible topics. ESTPs have little interest in pondering long discussions or theories. Expect to go with the flow when conversation topics change quickly, and those topics will often concern concrete matters like activities, people, and events. Speak with energy and listen with enthusiasm. The best way to do this is through lively facial expressions, open body language, and dramatic hand gestures. Don't take yourself or them too seriously. Cracking jokes and telling stories doesn't mean they don't respect you, and their lively style isn't necessarily a sign of condescension. Avoid forcing your own ideas and agenda upon them. If you can't afford to negotiate a matter, explain why instead of simply demanding compliance. Take action. They prefer action over talk any day, so join them in an activity or event. And like the other artisan personalities, promoters need space to just be their spirited selves. I hope this video helps you better understand and communicate with the ESTPs in your life. Until next video, please remember to live nothing less than your best.